Welcome back. We are finally live again with the second match. It's going to be Looking4Org versus sAw on Ancient.
I think we're in for a long night, Tom, with these longer breaks that we've had, and with sAw likely to win out their own map pick. I'm seeing an overpass on the horizon, but we've got to get there first. Looking4Org going to start on the CT side here, and well, they're going to try and make this a 2-0 sweep.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see what happens. Demetrius trying to lead the charge here for sAw. Exile is going to be coming in for the defensive side from CT, but he's a little bit too late to the party. But he's gathered the information. Bomb is getting planted. Exile has got the kit, so he couldn't just charge in willy-nilly. Now the retake's coming in, although Maka may well have a crash. No, he's back. He's coming around, but Roman's already doing a initial bit of damage. Aristotle, yep, never mind. Can't even cast it fast enough. Looking4Org deleted from the server here.
I mean, this was really, in a sense, lucky for them. They start making their way in towards A from the long position. No one's really watching that, so they get free access to the site, and then all of those retake guns are close range. And, you know, in a close range battle, they stand far more of a chance with what they had, even versus USPSs. That works out quite nicely for them. They managed to massacre the attempt at a retake there, and unfortunately, like you said, right, one player getting a little bit of a rough spot there for a moment, but very quickly back into the fray. sAw going to be able to get themselves their first round, and now the match pause coming through. I think whatever did happen in that last round may very well be being looked into, put it that way.
Yeah, so I think this pause is going to go on for another minute or two here, but we'll be back with the action. And Looking4Org, I mean, it's a difficult one. You could try to force into this, but if you're on the CT side, it's not really optimal. You have to kind of just take the W, sorry, the L, not the W on this one. If you can, then great. And just to see what you can try and fetch going into the next one. So. You know, even then, the third round bye is not going to be a strong one for Looking4Org. They will see only get 1900 from this round, so they're going to be looking at sub 4k onto the next round. So it's still going to be fairly weak for them. Whereas sAw obviously going to have AKs, Mac 10s, whatever they want. So you can kind of see where the economy is a little bit of an issue on MR12, especially if you're on the CT side. It's not quite balanced in the right way, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people are sort of feeling the same across the board. So it's going to be really interesting, especially with IM Sydney coming up, how it's going to play out live on a big stage.
Yeah, I'm convinced we'll see some changes come through. I mean, the day they announced MR12, and I'm a big fan of MR12, but I came out and I just said, economy's got to change, 100%. Yeah. Like, the way that it is right now is just very, very punishing. It's certainly doable. We've seen it, but a little bit of a change, maybe to like pistol round. No, what was it? First round lose. Increase that slightly.
Yeah. It's go straight up to 1900 instead of 1400.
Exactly.
And that'll be enough. Although actually, hang on, wait. Look, why does it say Looking4Org on 2400 here? Round loss bonus. That's weird.
That is weird.
Not quite sure what that is. Either way, yeah. I mean, to be fair to Valve, they've done 10 updates since CS2 came out, and quite a few of them like big ones, fixing honestly some of the issues that they brought in. But that's got to be the case. We needed we were discussing it with the production earlier on. It's the fact that we needed the game out to the mass public to try and actually get it properly better tested, because unfortunately. Not enough people were being able to play it whilst it was in beta. So now it's actually getting widely used, rather. Seems like it's not going to get unpaused. I thought it was going to get unpaused up a couple of minutes, but it seems like I am wrong. So we are going to go back into a break. Sorry, guys. I apologize. We were trying to fill for as long as we could, but we are going to go to a break, move back in a few minutes. Go grab a cappuccino or drink, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
break up, don't speak for a couple of weeks. I'll be in his place till he calls and says he's sorry. This situation's on repeat, just like a scratch on a CD. It just gets deeper when you hit rewind. How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and he's blurring your vision. You know he don't love you, that you're holding on to. Scream through the phone even though he won't listen. So I'm still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left hearing you say that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than a rescue? I'm feeling kinda used, yeah, like a drug that you take when you're sick of crying all your tears away. Is that all I am? All I want is for you to be happy. You know this ain't healthy. Do I make you happy? How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and he's blurring your vision. You know he don't love you, what you holding on to. Scream through the phone even though he won't listen. So I'm still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left hearing you say that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than you rescue? I'm doing everything he doesn't do, but I'm still not enough. Even your parents know I'm good for you, but I'm still not enough. You wanna be done with him, you're stuck with him, 'cause you don't have the guts. And after all I've done, I'm still not enough. Still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left hearing you say that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than a rescue?
Trying to do this again. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else. This is going to be Looking for Org versus sAw into the second round here, Sam.
For those that are wondering, the A stream with 1 win versus Movistar has already concluded. But you know what? We just get a little bit more CS, sort of. So here we go. Map 2 kicking off. sAw already having won that first round, and quite a hefty buy into the second. This could be very risky.
So it works though. AK is going to be coming through. Joker's going to take a lot of damage. Oh, way down to death. hAdji in the last map, he was able to do a lot of damage with that 5-7. Not this time round. Maka, he's got the XM. He has to actually just wait for them to come to him. If he goes for the peak, he'll probably find his end. Maybe meet his Maka. There you go. They go and meet their Maka, but unfortunately, Maka was unable to get a kill, so that's a huge waste of money. Now they're going to have to go into the next round with these guns. A little bit of a meme here. sAw are going to be looking good for the next couple of rounds. Economy is going to take a while to recover for Looking for Org.
Mm-hmm. And this is the thing I was saying, you know, it's a little bit risky coming in with such a hefty buy, leaning far more heavily, obviously, on weaponry as opposed to things like utility. And if they had taken a few heavy hits, that could have seriously been an issue. But the fact that they come out of this alive, 5 strong, huge. It's going to be a massive bolster for them. They already have the advantage being on the T side. We've spoken about this a little bit in the previous map. To just allow that to keep growing and keep kind of stretching out. But he'd be very happy with that one. Looking for Org, of course, going to have to eco here. 2 guns, well, 1.5 guns saved from the previous round. Let's see if they can make something happen with that. Would you classify that as 1 gun, like 2 halves?
Maybe. Oh. That's going to be annoying. Either way, Lucky. He's over towards A. I would have actually positioned him in towards caves, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter at the moment because no one's going to go face him. He's in a decent position though, boosted up on A. He'll end up just staying there no matter what, I imagine. I don't even see him rotate. But, you know, fairly default, and it's not going to quite connect. So he's going to be pushing down, looking at his little feetsies. Flash comes out. He's going to be able to peek in, but unfortunately his head is going to be snapped off. Exile is going to get burnt alive. Burnt, well, sent to his grave. And he ends by story. He finds 2 kills. Maka and Lucky, 2 left alive, and Lucky is going to change his position. I don't really expect him to go away from A here. With only 1 kill, haven't gone on to Roman. Well, in they go. I do like how sAw are playing very protective on this front. They obviously did realize that, you know, pistols. You should always respect them. Good Lucky hunting stance, because otherwise they would have rushed into maybe Lucky's XM. Moving forward though into the future here, Sam. They can buy next round, but Lucky's got to drop that XM surely.
I mean, the fact that he's saving it, like he could just run out onto the field, try and get an exit frag. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? They keep it. They chuck over to someone else who's going to be playing into caves.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the optimal place. They can save some extra cash by some extra utility.
I suppose holding onto the armor is also not the worst idea in the world.
Yeah, 69 HP left.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
In this house, we are children. Saw with a 4-man save there. Well, save is not the right word, but... and they're fine with that, because of course that means Story can get an AWP. He drops the gun over, gets himself an AWP. Let's see what he can make happen with it. And as you said, Looking for Org are going to be able to buy in here. Lucky with an Org. Who did we see doing this last week? Was it Pumper?
Yes, and it was someone playing the Krieg all the time on the T side.
That was it, sorry, not the Org. Well, both, I suppose.
Let me double check. I can tell you.
That was fun to watch. We spoke about the AK spray and how you know, it takes a little bit of getting used to. So we had a player who was very keen on the AUG, very keen on the Krieg. We'll see if we'll get something similar here out of Lucky. As we know, I'm a big fan of the AUG, but it's definitely not the most popular gun in the world to use.
No, there's been a few people picking up more so into CS2 because they're not liking the AK, which is fair enough. I honestly hate the AK changes that they've done, which... Yeah, the spray's not as easy to handle. Either way, we move on. Spray comes through. Lucky gets tagged down heavily to 68 HP, but he stays alive, and he's able to peek down in towards this highway position. Maka is on site on A with that XM, so it's important to keep an eye on how he positions this, because he's currently obviously only got flash left. So they're very weak with their util. You can see he was checking over towards the spawn in case there was some extra utility dropped, but fortunately not. The last smoke is used. And now Execution looking to come in over towards A, smoking towards Donuts. It's not been a follow-up though. So you can see sAw trying to bait out all the utility they can, whilst not dedicating themselves anywhere. Molly towards mid, Mutrus. Just be careful, he peeks in, he's going to get dropped. The call is made, they now know that there's at least 2 people in that position, which means A should be relatively open, in which it is. Which is actually off guard, you judge, and Spray finds one, but Lucky with a double kill with the AUG and Maka. Put them away, gets a kill, and picks up the AWP.
AUG supremacy, baby. I love it. I love it. Nice little 3k there, as you said. Not going to be looking to keep that into the next round, however. Going to rather upgrade here. So not quite the same situation we saw previously. Makes a lot of sense. They've done some damage to sAw's economy. Not so much to break them just yet. But it's a good step in the right direction.
If you're kind of new to Counter-Strike, a few years ago there was a change in the price of the AUG, and which it became a, you know, a worthwhile gun. There's a video, which if you just Google AUG, oh my god, hAdji, through the smoke, catches Roman off guard. If you Google AUG, a video will come up, which is essentially, oh, my phone just Google searched it, that's hilarious. Sorry, Doge does fine exercises, looking pretty good for them, I'll get to that point. But for now, we are seeing a good approach from sAw, just dissecting Looking4Org's defenses, who were looking good into this round. They had a full purchase and were able to win that previous one, but this time round, in this round, they've just been getting shut down, so they have to save from heroes to zeros. But yes, go search for that video and watch it, and it's kind of funny. And it represents some of the players, like Story, who are coming into this with an AUG of their own. Sam, sAw, are they going to be taking this to the third map? They are comfortable in this map.
Seems like Looking4Org should have kept the AUG. Can they change their name to Looking4Org? That would be amazing. But yes, I firmly believe the map 3 is coming. So far, it's a great map for sAw. Unfortunate, one of those guns getting taken away. Not what Looking4Org were hoping for. And I mean, the funny thing is that this is literally like night and day. So we were looking at Anubis, and I was saying Looking4Org rushing onto site, full aggression, taking control of the space, and sAw just kind of floundering on CT. Now it's the exact opposite. sAw are putting in so much pressure, and Looking4Org just don't have a response at the moment. They just get overrun and crumble under the pressure so quickly at the start of the round. We do see them taking a timeout, however. Good time to do so. We are round 6, exactly halfway through the half, so we're at a quarter of the way through. Theoretically, assuming we don't go overtime. No better time, I suppose, to try and turn it around.
Yeah. Any later, it kind of starts to lose its value. I'm definitely... I am a bit disappointed that we didn't see overtime on Anubis, because sAw definitely had the potential to push that issue, but they just kept floundering, and hAdji was just dropping the ball over and over again. But let's see. I don't think this one will go to overtime, but maybe Looking4Org will pick themselves up and change that decision on my side. But by exercise, He drops, Lucky goes in for the trade, but the damage is done and the position is given up. They've got obviously players over towards the CT now. It's going to be retake, and time is going to have to, well, tick down. These mollies going to push Lucky back. Maka not able to connect those shots. Didn't really see anyone either. Flash worked perfectly. Flash all 3 players into the CT. Ujak beat round. Finds no kills yet. Eventually gets one. And the second one to follow it up. And the damage is done. This has to be a save once again. Lucky is going to fade away. This is not looking good for Looking4Org. sAw are just doing fantastic executions.
Oof, yeah. Definitely painful. I mean, just looking at this round, they rush in onto the site, they get the first kill. Yes, it's traded, but at that point they've overrun the site. Looking4Org still need to rotate in. And with the amount of utility that sAw had, we saw how many Molotovs were getting tossed out. 2 Molotovs towards Donut, a Molotov out towards CT spawn in Connector. And they deny any sort of space to try and retake with. Because they use so little util to get into the site. They just crack open and annihilate whoever's there. People very much... I don't know how they get back into this. You know, part of me is like, well, maybe they play retake. Maybe they try and bait out some of that utility. That might help.
I will say they were just not being... They just weren't getting any kind of opportunity to push in. I mean, Maka, he took a couple of shots in towards the site, but even then, he didn't really have any sidelines immediately. And then by the time he did, it was too late because the counter utility was coming in and they would deny the position. Exercise had to do a lot better when they pushed in. That was the real answer there. A stronger defense. Retakes, great and all, but I think you have to think about it. Talking of which, I do appreciate this defense over towards B, but now that they've spent a lot of time here, they kind of need to change things up, and you can see they're doing exactly that. Jericho is switching on over towards A. And this could work out in their favor, because you can, at least, we know that there's a presence in towards mid, maybe even over towards A, but instead it's going to be all 4 players going up in towards this mid position, and following up is going to be Ujax. Lucky's in a good counter position at the moment, but for how long we'll have to wait and see, because it should get smoked off. No, they're doing it slowly. This execution, this decision making is interesting. Instead of going in for that straight out mid position, they've instead going through caves. Maka's going to be there to meet them, but who's going to come out on the better side? He finds the first shot. Story going to be following it up, but the kill comes from Ujak. He's going to be in a good position to find a kill, but no, Ujak swings on through, gets the initial kill, and that is the site lost. Lucky trying to shut this down, finds the initial one, but the trade just comes on through. Behind is going to be Exercise with the Org, finds the kill, the bomb does get planted. 2v2 situation, Joko trying to turn this around, finds a double. Second round on the board here, Sam, so badly needed, and Maka finding that first kill was crucial.
I love this. sAw trying to go for what I would call anti-conditioning, I guess. Like, they do these fast, aggressive hits so consistently, taking a lot of that mid control, and then they go, you know what, we're just gonna hit the brakes. I'm gonna slow it right the hell down. Inch our way over towards the site. Really get in Looking4Org's heads. Really put them on edge. And Looking4Org, sure, there's a little bit of fumbling there. There's a little bit of uncertain moments where you're like, are they gonna pull this through? But very, very well played right at the end there, that retake. Managing to clutch out that round, and now it's a double AWP. This is not a map that you see double AWP on particularly often, and it's so risky.
Yeah, retake with an AWP, not the one. But let's see if they can deny that from happening. They did have a good retake. You asked for it, you called for it, and they delivered. They also had a decent defense. Exercise flicks up. They both tag each other. 16 and 17 HP. Sure, why that variance, but happens no less. Lots of utility getting used here. Lucky in towards Donut. You can hear them throwing that util. So he's waiting on the other side of this smoke. Maka up in towards Red Room, just around. Oh my god, spots the player, goes in for another one while he goes down. Both of them tagged down heavily. hAdji, good positioning towards Jack. Waiting for them to peek in. Headshots are connecting. Aristotle going to be doing something here for sAw, something he was unable to accomplish on the previous map, but he falls a little bit too short. That's the bomb dropped. That is the round almost certainly lost, but let's see if Mutrus can turn this around. He's got a lot of experience. They now know where he is at. Finds the first kill. This highway position. That is going to be his end. He didn't have the full HP, so MP9 does reign supreme.
Oh, I saw some Michael Jackson peeking in mid there. The hee peek, as it has been dubbed.
It shouldn't be a thing actually in this patch.
I mean, I saw it. that AWP shot. I think one of the reasons that it like went astray was because you could see the body had gone further forward than the legs.
So they kind of changed it, but they didn't quite fix it. They essentially changed it from the Michael Jackson to the Shakira.
Oh, cool.
Did you see on Twitter, Counter-Strike actually changed their banner to the like Michael Jackson slanted? That is so good. Oh, Ha'Dji's able to get a kill. They need to try and do something here, and that's exactly what happens. Mac is able to find the kill, but Aristotle with the double headshots with the Deagle. Roman going to come up behind on exercise. He is in a difficult, horrible position. The pistol comes out, though. It's going to be the 5-7. He's going to be able to find one, not the double, though. Instead, Yoko is going to be able to find the AWP player, and that is the round. The 4th round, Sam. It's so crucial. 1 away from the equalizer.
And very close to the half as well. 3 rounds left here. If I've done my maths correctly. Yes, 3 rounds left. And Looking4Org, I mean, winning rounds, super important, but winning them very closely. Like, Lucky only has 3.5k coming into this round, so they need to be very careful about this next round. If they lose this round, sure, Maka's got quite a bit of cash on him at the very least, but it is going to be very tight. Exercise down to 0, right? So this is a very, very important round for Looking4Org. But on the flip side, it's the same for sAw. Losing this round could very well break their economy. Maybe upgraded pistols because they've got a streak going.
Oh, Maka has a shot he should have hit instead. Loses that position. Joko goes down. Looking4Org. Have to be careful here. They need at least the 6 rounds on this half, I think. Not quite sure how they're going to do it on the T side. Maybe they'll be able to try and dominate. So they are fairly strong on this map, especially on their, well, CT side. Because this is a CT-sided map, but MR12 is T-sided. Maka gets a kill on a Roman. Through that mid position, Ha'Dji's going to be playing aggressive in towards Red Room. On the other side of the smoke, Ujerks does back off. I thought he was going to remain, but instead he falls back. Lucky cashes in his card. Now the rotation comes in through Jaguar / Caves and one on site already. Story should be able to get the bomb down, and if he just goes YOLO for it, he should be able to get it planted. Maka peeking on in, waiting to deliver some information. Smoke goes down. This means he's able to pass this on over. Bomb planted. Counter flash from Story. Essentially could have waited for that, actually. Very little utility. Only 1 flash left on Aristotle. Boost. Maybe I'll come through, maybe not. Molly on the back of side. They're actually 2 of them going to be pushing through towards CT. They fire 2. Maka peeks on through, gets the kill. He knows another one's over here, and he's now going to be the last one left alive in a 1v2. From heroes to zeros, potentially, but never mind. He's here to stay, here to slay. Touches the bomb. Aristotle's going to be playing with the sound. He charges on through. The shot is missed, and the bomb will go off after Aristotle executes Maka.
And then dies to the bomb.
I loved how he was like, "Yeah, you can take another shot. You're gonna miss."
It's all right, buddy. You know what? You're scoping in. You're getting your aim. Don't worry about it, man. All right, you ready? You good? You good? Done.
Oh.
A gentleman's agreement. You know, just let me get the bullet in, man. Just let me. Okay, I'm ready. Ah, goddamn. And despite winning that round, sAw are still in trouble. 2 MAC-10s. Okay, to be fair, Looking4Org, not much better. 2 rounds left in this half. Still got the AWP.
MAC-10 is a fantastic gun, especially on this map. You can do a lot with it. Maka does find one counter flash that actually works really well, but the MAC-10's visions coming through, but completely blinded. Maka's still able to find a couple of kills here. Jocko going to be going in for the counter peek here with his up 5-7. Unable to connect the shots. It's going to be Roman tearing him down. Mutrus with the Mac 10 himself. Going to be charging on his. Going to be the shotgun taking him down, but the trades coming in thick and fast. One player left. It's going to be Exercise. He's got the shotgun and a pistol. In a 1v2. Eventually picks up the AWP. Gets the kill. Roman left with 23 HP. And the Galil gets a little damage with 50 HP. It's still going to be enough for Exercise to win that round. I'm not even sure what happened there. Just pure chaos. But what I will say is, rewatch that because Maka was playing out of his mind to be able to try and control that situation and got multiple kills out of it.
Yeah, I mean, that they had no right winning that round. I will say, like, the amount of value that came out of that shotgun is so dumb. It's so dumb. And then Exercise pulls out the AWP, and I saw it slide to the left.
Yeah.
He clutches it out. I didn't think he was going to do it, man. 1v3, and then being able to bring that down to the 2, pick up the AWP, gets the second. I'm like, surely the third guy gets him, but no. What a clutch.
Joko peeking on through, headshot delivers, and the damage from the highway, they're coming through. The shotgun tries its best, but at that distance, you're just throwing water at your enemies. Lucky turns around, catches Mutrus off guard. Good half so far, 6-6. We're going to go into a quick break. We'll be back very shortly.
Well, wouldn't you know it, another 6-6 half between these two teams. A great comeback from Looking4Org towards the end of that half. Some interesting shenanigans with XMs and hee peaks. But we'll see what the second half holds for us as sAw will now begin their CT side.
Well, no shotguns on this round because it is the pistol round. Maybe we should change the sawn-off shotgun to a pistol, just so everyone can buy one pistol round. P250 on Maka. There is no defuse kit though that I can see, unless it's bugged. But I don't think there would. No.
Only toxic people buy
diffuse
diffuse kits on pistol rounds, Tom.
What's interesting is, so Roman bought Julies and chucked them over to one of the other players here so they can have Julies and armor. That's interesting. Alright, story going to be coming through here. It's going to be lucky on hAdji. Looks like those Julies were a waste. hAdji coming on through as well. Maka, this is looking absolutely beautiful. What fantastic execution. Mutra's last one left. What were you doing, Maka? It was like turning around, taking the shots. Now Mutra's last one left alive in a 1v2 here. Unfortunately for him though, Exercise is here to finish the deal. I'm so confused why hAdji was doing that. Wait, it wasn't him, it was Maka, sorry.
Reloading? Question mark? I don't know. I will say that like Looking4Org just got such free real estate there. The fact that they're able to push in from long, donut, and from the CT spawn is just so dumb. And they collapse in onto the sides, and okay, eventually they get a little bit of a backstab. But ultimately it wins them the round. Fair play, I guess. Well done to you. And this is what I was talking about, right? So sAw could maybe like force into some upgraded pistols here, but no, they don't. Next round they come with rifles. Easy peasy. Maybe.
Oh, and I mean, for anyone just joining us, Looking4Org have been on a hot streak. They beat out Spirit recently. They've just been doing really well. Five series they've won recently, back to back to back. If they can make it 6 versus sAw, that'd be good, because it will also break the fact that they've not beaten sAw in a long time. If that's all since they changed their roster, right? Yeah. Spray's coming through, and it is a slaughterfest from these Galils. I'll tell you what, Famises, Galils, love them in CS2. Galil's always been good in like in CSGO, but coming into this, it's very solid.
I'm Looking4Org going to be happy with that one.
There you go.
Oh, is it happening?
Story.
Oh, there we go. I was like looking at Looking4Org and I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There you go. Story, in fact, this time around. Org on the board.
Right, double molly coming down in towards this mid position. Lucky chucking the smoke down, maybe a little bit too close to where they ideally need it. Talking about Famises, Roman has one. Does an initial bit of damage, and hAdji has to duck away to try and stay alive. Roman. Another smoke goes out from him. There's a decent amount of information as well. Oh my god, through the wall! Oh, Roman, he's happy with that.
Disgusting.
Wall bangs. What's bloody one of yours?
Arbitrary, blind, you know, shiggles wallbangs that get value, right? Those are the ones that just go, nah.
It's also really dangerous to do that kind of thing with the Famis, because you've got 25 bullets. So you have to be careful with when and where you spray. Similar to the A1. Obviously the Famis does less damage. Oh, look at this. They've already found their way on towards Ace. There's going to be a retake. 4v4 situation on there. That's a close line now. It's hAdji, but he's going to be able to find one kill at least. Maybe a double. Not going to happen. Molly out in towards the season. Story's already going to be out, but he doesn't account for this. He saw the positioning and angle from that Molotov. Didn't expect the player to be in that position. Back away, Muchas, what you can! But instead, thanks to him being spotted, the spray comes through and his teammate is dropped in the same process. Udrux pushing through the smoke. Deleted. Looking4Org, they're done fucking around.
Alright, Tom. I got, like, whiplash from that. Yeah, fair enough. You know, sometimes you gotta, like, punctuate how serious it is. Looking4Org looking to punctuate this map. In fact, the sAw now take a timeout. And this is so different from what we saw from Looking4Org on Anubis. Anubis was hard, fast executes. Util coming in super quickly, flushing out players, quick site takes. This time around, low and slow. get a little bit of ground here, get a bit of ground there, you know, install someone in a flank, move over to another site. Like, it's been really good. As much as they struggled a little bit in the first half, they brought it back. This is looking very clean. And so that was their gun round. Now they're back down onto pistols, and this is the big punisher with what we were talking about with the economy. Now, sure, they can upgrade their pistols, but it's not exactly a rifle or even an SMG. This is a really tough position to be in.
5.7's going to do a lot of damage, but only if they're positioned correctly. Mutrus does find one. The trait going to be coming in very quickly, though, and that also means the gun was not... I love seeing the smokes being used like this. I know a lot of people... There is actually a lot of people who don't like this change to the smokes, but I think it works very well. Second one comes through. Roman's going to be holding this close position. Headshot's going to land. Same from you, Jerks. They're going to be able to recover a gun as well. Maybe not. Okay, there you go. Nope, they can't quite get it. Molotov comes out. But Roman's going to be playing around this angle. Exercise chucks the utility. They now know he's here. He's going to be charging around through, owning to his own demise. From behind, Story dives in, gets the headshot. hAdji left alone. Realizing he hasn't even done the he doesn't expect this player to be here. The spray is terrible, but he still lands it in the end. I'm not going to blame him for that. Now, kind of in a stalemate. hAdji half expecting the aggressive push, but Story does take an angle, and unfortunately for hAdji, the aggression works out for Story.
Clean from Story as well, doesn't even lose a modicum of HP. And everybody chat all together now. E-code. sAw had no right winning that round. Looking4Org getting a little bit overconfident there, pushing out into mid. And just getting obliterated. Start moving over towards B. And again, I mean, they're installing somebody in the back line. Somebody pushes through mid, pushes through the CT spawn, trying to find a good position to backstab. By the time he gets there, his whole team is dead. Now it's a force from Looking4Org. Decent little bit of wet free. There you go.
Yeah. That boost is mandatory from them. Roman coming in. Able to play aggressive, get the initial kill, but he's going to be low HP. Cut off from his teammates. For now, and Maka, free kill in the Stories. He peeks on through, in towards caves as well. Misses the shot, but follows it up. Gets it in the end. 2 players left on this side, but Maka, he's feeling it. He's confident. He's comfortable with this AWP now. He was missing shots left, right, and center over on Anubis, but into this one, he's been doing so well. Now, Aristotle, last one left alive, and a 1v4 Lucky holding up the rear, waiting to push in towards mid as soon as he hears a player sort of go active. Maybe he'll push a little bit more early. The headshot comes through, it's not going to be a kill. Now Aristotle realizes he's in a whole world of pain, and Maka in towards mid, should find the kill. There we go.
Alright, Looking4Org back on form. Had a bit of a rough round. We're not maybe expecting the pistol rush out of mid. But they scrape something together in that last round there. And to be fair, it wasn't terrible. It was AWP, 3 rifles, 1 Tech 9. But it works out. Win the round pretty cleanly as well. So they're actually taking their 3rd timeout now. Like, they have their backs so thoroughly up against the ropes at this point. And they have no answers. And their economy is busted again. They just cannot string anything together. There's no cash to play with here. We might see them go for a couple of upgrades. We did see them do it a few rounds back. Mutrus has got 4K, so we could maybe see a hero rifle come out if they wanted to. And the worst part is that losing this round, like Looking4Org are already on double digits. So you can't allow your economy to slip even further than it already is. But you also can't really afford to give rounds away. They're in a really tight spot.
Yeah, upgraded pistols make sense. Not the CZ though. I will never, ever feel good about people buying that gun. Mutra's going to be pushing up, 5-7 in hand. Should have an opportunity to cut these players down. They walk into his crosshairs, but he, unfortunately, only finds one. Was it worth it? We'll have to wait and see. Well, Aristotle unable to Get that kill, gets a bit of damage. Story pushing down mid. He's got Roman with him as well, but this retake's not going to work with just pistols, to be honest, especially when Exercise is here. Just going to be shutting them down. Realizes it's a 5-7, still pushes aggressive. Now it's Ujax with the 5-7. He does find one, but even if hAdji hadn't killed him there, he would have had to spend about half an hour reloading that gun.
I mean, they might let him do it, to be honest. You know, we've seen some very kind moments of allowing people to reload their guns, so maybe, just maybe. Yeah, what more is there to say? Gun rounds now for sAw, and this is do or die. To set the stakes for you, with 3 players on 50 and 2 players on 0, losing this round puts Looking4Org on map and series points and destroys sAw's economy. And that's that, folks. sAw have to win this round, or it is a 2-0.
Oh my god, how did he survive that with 2 HP? Come on. Definitely should get shot through the smoke here. No, he stays alive for now. Exercise doesn't. hAdji making full use of this smoke. Mutrus, you have to be careful. Go for those initial shots and back off. hAdji is hungry for more. He realizes, honestly, that he let down the team on Anubis, and he's been bringing it back in form on this map. Which I'm not surprised about. He has proven that he can be versatile on this one. But Looking4Org, they won the first map. If they win this one, that's it. If they don't, it goes to Overpass. And in current form, I have a feeling Looking4Org might just be able to walk away with it.
Yeah, this was the big worry coming into this particular matchup. sAw have looked a bit shaky recently.
Story in hand. He has to hit this initial shot, but the smoke from the nade blocks his sight. And now Maka holding the counter position. Actually going to be playing aggressive in towards CT. The bomb looking to get planted very soon. Nade's going to be coming through. There's only 3 players left, and hAdji's very low. Story's changed position, gets the kill. Maka's dropped. It's now only going to be 2. They don't even have 60 HP between them, and Mutrus just pushes on, finds the kill, and now last man remaining is hAdji. Does a lot of damage, finds 2. Can he be the 2 HP hero? That's going to be the real question here. Chucks in the nade, Mutrus. Try him down early on, but it's going to be Roman from behind. Gets the kill, they get the 8th round, and they get to live for another day, but look at their money.
A stay of execution here for sAw. They give themselves the slightest of lifelines. And an opportunity to maybe string a few more rounds together. That is the 2nd round they've picked up on this half, which is not ideal. They definitely wanted to come out with a lot more. And like you said, right, the money is a problem for both teams, in fact. Exercise with a deagle, Ujax. Okay, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Maybe 9. Something a little bit beefier than that if you just
towards the red room. They're going to be pushing Lucky. Does get shut down. sAw supposed to be able to try and take this round. But it could all change within an instance. Mutrus stays alive. Doesn't get any damage done. Smoke goes down as well. Maka onto hAdji. This is potentially the end for them. sAw, if they're not careful here. Smoke goes down, bomb planted. The retake scenario coming through in towards highway. hAdji shuts down this opposition. Roman couldn't answer back. Not enough time. Exercise in towards the smoke at the moment. Ujax on the other side of this. He doesn't even quite realize that they could absolutely deleted Story. Last one left alive, and he knows he has to win this. Smoke goes out. In a 1v2 situation, they just won't get for the trade, but instead they play aggressive.
I was a little worried about how that was going to go. Initial molly goes too deep, completely clears Mutrus's head. So now he's trapped, but he gets that first kill. Position known, he's got an opportunity, he could potentially, but he misses the shots. And then they start circling in, they start pushing in towards that A site. Utility to keep people off of the bomb site. And I thought sAw could do it. I thought they had a chance. And it's Looking4Org who just shut down every point of ingress. It's a full MP9 round here. The force from sAw to come through. Map and series point. Looking4Org have never beaten, the core of this roster have never beaten sAw before. They're looking to make a statement here.
And yeah, I mean, this French roster, they're looking really good. Some good consistency across these two maps. Being able to come back from the brink in moments in where they've had their economy broken, and they're able to bring it back. It's a good sign. So it'll be good for them to be able to win this, but then go on and prove themselves against tougher opponents. hAdji. A key component here to deny this. He's able to call out the fake, but the rotation's not come out from his teammates, though. You can see they're still playing in towards the A side, one in donut. And there he comes out. You can see there's been no real reaction to this fake from sAw. They've not adapted to it. Now they have. They finally have someone going and exploring, but with MP9s, you have to get the rotation on fast. I'm looking for Org doing exactly what sAw did on their T side in one of their rounds. Oh, coming up now from behind mid. This could be a kill under here. Story gets the first one. hAdji gets the opener over towards the B side. No one else is going to be there in time. Maybe they will. It's going to be Roman onto the side. Going to be able to find one. They're going to be pushing to the smoke. He has to try and stay alive, and instead he falls a little bit too soon. Story, Mutris, last two left alive. Gonna have to try and fight this from a distance. Mutris gonna be pushing towards the smoke. He's up close and personal with this player. They're going for sprays, and well, the AK reigns supreme. Story, last one left alive on the other side of the smoke. They know where he's at. The shots are heard. They land. Unfortunately, Story is left without an option. There's just no way he can really win this. He hears the shots run out, but doesn't matter. GG, well played. That is going to be Looking4Org winning that last round. 3 players staying alive. I honestly saw they had to change it up. They had to act a little bit faster on the information they had. They could hear the fake happening, and they could actually even see it thanks to hAdji's position on that boosted spot.
And this is what